as simple as instead of gathering with friends to watch movies on Saturday night, you say, "No, I'm going to go into my closet and light a candle and pray for 6 hours." And when they look at you with their eyebrows raised, you simply smile. In what ways are you conforming to the views others hold of you and their need to have you be a certain way? Do you show up at the aunt's birthday party just because the family says you always should, yet in your heart you have no desire to? The willingness to trust and follow your heart, not the reactive ego that is often interpreted to be the heart, but the heart that longs to know God. This is a telltale sign of whether or not one is achieving maturity. Beloved friends, look well in this way of transformation, for you must discover a corner of the mind that is yet holding out the view that life is something which happens to you, and that there is something you are helpless to change. The position of being a victim is a position of loss of power, and Christ is not about loss of power. Ultimately, it is not so much about going anywhere as much as it is about abiding within realizing that this world is unreal, this world is harmless, and in any situation, it is you with all power under heaven and earth to teach only love. But that requires that you let the world off the hook, that no one and nothing is any longer responsible for your journey, your happiness and your peace. For you have established your unity with Spirit, with God. You have realized the self, and you look out with equanimity upon a neutral world. And as this physical universe fades from view for the final time, within you will be no compulsion to avoid it or to enter it, for you will be free. Free even as you walk this earth. The body moves, the soul does not. The mind thinks, but the depth of the mind is as still as the ocean. You live, yet not you, for Christ dwells in you. And wherever you go, the presence of peace enters the room before you. You are awake, you are free, all because once you made a decision to give up victimhood and to assume responsibility for learning how in all situations to be only the presence of love. Turn back then toward your creations. If there is anything uncomfortable about your past, turn back to it, examine it, feel it. Look at all the patterns that made it come up. Look at the choices you have made that perhaps now you are embarrassed about. But look not upon them with judgment. Look with curiosity. Learn to look with wonder and the innocence of a child. Well, that was an interesting decision I made when I was 12, to steal my neighbor's bicycle. I remember how I ended up in juvenile hall. What was going on just before I made that decision? What pattern was running me? Oh my goodness, I was looking to get attention from my dad. Wow, so the need for approval was running me. How fascinating. How is that pattern running me now? Is there any trace of it left, of still needing approval of another? I say this unto you. Every moment of experience you have ever had is available for you right down to the moment of conception, right down to the quantum leap that you took from a certain vibrational frequency into this physical domain. Self-awareness is everything, for it is the self that you must long to realize. It's the end of the chapter. Beloved friends, we love you. but we cannot make your journey for you. We can only walk with you on the way that you choose. You can utilize your relationship with Shanti Cristo to fully awaken, or you can come close and then decide it is uncomfortable and run away again. You will only run to another structure or form of energy, a web of relationships that forces you to stay with what is uncomfortable in order to learn, in order to grow, in order to heal, in order to love. Not as a cursory, oh, well, yes, I love you, but something done whole-bodily, in which there is no longer any reactivity filtering through the nervous system of the body-brain. For the ultimate state of consciousness is not an aversion of this world, but the embracing of this world. There is no greater sense of freedom than to be able to abide where you are as one who is free. But you, therefore, at peace this day. No, be you, therefore, at peace this day, beloved friends. Be you, therefore, at peace always. Amen. Yeah, we would like to be continuously in peace, in love, in harmony, but every moment we feel that we are a victim of another person, we are in reaction, and we don't understand our responsibility, and we don't feel free. So we have to do the work to see our projection and to understand why we attract these situations. And like I said before, it's not easy. Our ego doesn't want to do that. It wants to do many other things. But after we remember things, situations of the past, and we feel a little bit bad with that, so we have to come back and understand what was there in our unconscious when we have attracted the situation with the other person. I will try to do that more and more and more. I do that since many years, but I want to intensify my spiritual work on that and on forgiveness, on self-therapy, divine therapy, and it's my new series of videos, like I said, since the 30th of November. Okay, so I thank you to be there with me, and I say also that I have to forgive to my refrigerator. I would like to have a peace without this noise, and I don't have it. I don't have the money actually to rent a studio, so I have decided to do my videos here, but it's not a perfect condition. So maybe you have also a forgiveness. You have to forgive to my refrigerator, like me, if this noise bother you. Okay, I stop here. I wish you good discoveries today. My lip is very, what's the word in English? Dry? Yes. It's why my tongue do that a lot. Okay. And I will come back for another session tomorrow, maybe. And in some minutes, when this noise will be quiet, I will do the session and video of my therapy. Bye-bye.